Hello students, welcome to Rachna Study Point. Myself Rachna Tripathi. So students, today we will study second part of The Little Girl. And in this part we will study from paragraph 3rd to paragraph 7th. Let's start paragraph 3rd. She never started with other people, had quite given it up, but only with father, because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly. What's the matter? What are you looking so razzed about? Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Here, Kezia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully. He was so big. His hands and his neck, especially his mouth, when he yawned. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. Now in the second line there is a word meaning given it up. It means stop doing it. And in third line there is also word meaning trying so hard. It means making a lot of effort. So here the writer tells us that Kezia never stammered while she spoke to other people. It was only when she talked to her father that she lacked confidence, and that is why she tried very hard to speak properly and she stammered. Now, again I am reading. What's the matter? What are you looking so razzed about? Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Here, Kezia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully. Now here is also word meaning razzed. And razzed means unhappy or sad. Next word meaning on the brink of suicide. It means about to commit suicide. Now, Kezia's father looks at her. He feels that something is wrong with her, and he asked her why she is so unhappy, and then he feels the mother that she should teach Kezia to behave in a better way, and she should not appear as if she is so unhappy that she is about to end her life. So he wants to say that Kezia seems to be so unhappy with her life that she did not want to live any longer. He hands her his teacup and asks her to place it back on the table. Now next paragraph. He was so big, his hands and his neck, especially his mouth, when he yawned. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. Here, this is the feeling, this is the vision that Kezia has for her father. She feels that her father was so big, he was just like a giant, and the writer says that Kezia felt that his hand and his neck and his mouth were all so huge, especially when he yawned. It seemed as if he was a huge monster, and whenever Kezia thought about her father, she felt that she was thinking about a giant. Now students, in fourth paragraph, on Sunday afternoons, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. Now students, I am going to explain. Here is a word meaning snoring, the sound produced by some people when they are asleep. So here we feel that Kezia felt a bit neglected every Sunday afternoon when she went to her parents to meet them in the drawing room and have a nice talk with them. They were busy doing their own things. Her mother was busy reading and her father was busy sleeping and snoring. So Kezia had this image of her parents in her mind. They didn't talk with her. They didn't spend time with her. On the other hand, they were busy doing their own things. Again, fourth paragraph. She sat on a stool, gravely watched him until he woke and stretched and asked the time, then looked at her. Don't say so, Kezia. You look like a little brown owl. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pin cushion for gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. Here is a word meaning gravely. It means seriously. So, all the while Kezia father was asleep, she would just sit on a stool and watch him carefully till the time he would wake up and stretch his body, and then would ask the time and look at her. Kezia father would compare Kezia to little brown owl. He would say that Kezia was staring at him just like an owl does. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pin cushion for a gift out of beautiful piece of yellow silk. Now, students, in this paragraph, Kezia was not well. She had a cold, so she was supposed to stay at home. So her grandmother suggested that as she was at home and her father's birthday was approaching, she could make a birthday gift for him. She asked Kezia to make a pin cushion for him, and she also gave her a yellow colored fabric of silk to make the cushion for his father. Now, student, in the fifth paragraph, laboriously with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides, but what to fill it with? There was a question in Kezia's mind. That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces, and stuffed her case, then sewed up the fourth side. Now, students, laboriously. Here is a word meaning laboriously means with a lot of effort or difficulty. Now, Kezia put in lot of effort to make the birthday gift. She used double cotton and she stitched 3 sides of the cushion. But there was a question. What to fill it with? That was the question. Now, Kezia had prepared the back shape of the cushion. She had to stitch the 4th side, and before that she had to fill the cushion with something, and she didn't know what to fill the cushion with. The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. Here is a word meaning wandered into. It means went into. Here is a word meaning crafts. Small pieces of cloth or paper. So Kezia was confused that what should she use to fill the cushion with, as her grandmother was out in the garden and she was just looking for something. She reached her mother's bedroom. She was looking for bits of paper or cloths to stuff into the cushion. Now Kezia is a small girl, as you know. She is very young. Now what she do? On the bed table, she found a heap of sheet of paper. So she just gathered all the sheets, then tore them and stuffed those pieces of paper into cushion. And then she stitched the 4 sides of the cushion. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. Rooms were searched, servants questioned. Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. Oh yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. Now Kezia's mother is so furious when she comes to know that Kezia has torn the piece that her father is looking for, and so she orders Kezia to come into dining room at that very moment. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? No, 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 she whispered. Mother, go up to her room and face down the damn thing. See that the child's put to bed this instant. Now Kezia's father is full of tension as his important documents has been lost. Kezia has torn it into pieces. Now Kezia will be scolded for the mischief that she has done. Now why is Kezia's father of referring to the cushion that she has prepared as a damn thing? Because he is angry at the cushion because Kezia has torn his important document to prepare it. Now he is very angry with Kezia and he stared at her and asked her if she had torn the papers. Kezia was so scared that she was again stammering, and then Kezia's father ordered mother to go and bring that cushion downstairs and asked her to put Kezia to bed at that very moment. Now students, in the 7th paragraph we will study. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Then father came into room with a ruler in his hand. I am going to beat you for this, he said to Kezia. Oh no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. Here is a word, shadowed room. Students, it means that as it was a dark, there was a light outside the room which was making shadow in the room. A sad little pattern, here is a word also, refers to the sad atmosphere in the room. Now, Kezia wanted to justify her action as she was innocent. She didn't mean to harm her father. She was just preparing a surprise birthday gift for him. Kezia was very sad. She had been unhappy that she had prepared a surprise for her father, and he would like it, but on the other hand, she had accidentally committed a disaster. Now he is about to punish Kezia for the wrong act she has done. Now Kezia's father told her that he would beat her with the ruler. Kezia was so scared that she tried to hide under the sheets. He pulled them aside. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. But it was for your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. Now, here we come to know that why Kezia's father was being strict with her. Why was he punishing her? Because he wanted Kezia to know this thing once for all, that she should not touch that thing that doesn't belong to her. He wanted to teach her this thing so that it benefited in her future life. Right now, she was a small child. She didn't know what was important and what was not important. That is why unknowingly she has torn the important documents of her father, and so he was punishing her. He didn't want to harm Kezia, but he wanted that Kezia should know that in future she should not touch anything that doesn't belong to her. But Kezia tried to explain her position to her father. She said that she had been preparing a birthday gift for her father and had to stuff in with something. She just tore the pages to stuff them into the cushion. She was trying to explain to him that she was just preparing a birthday gift for him. She wanted to give him a surprise. She didn't want to tear his important documents. But Kezia's father didn't listen to her excuses. Kezia's father hit the palm of her hand with a ruler. Now Kezia was so afraid she had got beating her father and hit her small little palms with the ruler. And students, rest paragraph of this chapter, The Little Girl, we will study in next video. Please like, subscribe and share my video. Thanks for watching.